The marketing section of the survey really produced no surprises. Some of you are stellar marketers. You know exactly what you're doing. You nail it most of the time. In the times that you don't nail it, you know what you're learning from it. You're growing as a marketer. And some of you are still really struggling. And one of the things that you struggle with the most is getting new customers. In this nugget, I'm going to share with you my hands down favorite way to get new customers at absolutely no cost. I'm talking about giving away gift certificates. When I'm out on the road speaking to a group of retailers just like you, I usually do a quick survey and I ask people, how many of you are spending less and less money on traditional media advertising? Newspaper, television, cable, things like that. Most of the hands in the room go up. And then I ask, how many of you have quit using traditional media advertising altogether? And there's typically a handful of people who said, no, I'm no longer throwing good money after bad. Let's just recognize that traditional media advertising is not what it used to be. Your prospects have lots and lots of places that they get their information. And advertising in your local newspaper, for instance, is no longer enough. So even though traditional media is not working like it used to, you still need to get new customers, don't you? You still need to acquire new customers. And my favorite way to get new customers is to give away gift certificates. Now, I know some of you are going, what? You're giving away my money, Bob. Don't do that anymore. Let's back it up. I'll explain how it works and why it works, and then give you a couple of ideas of how to use it. First of all, you have to understand a couple of key concepts to realize that you're not giving away money, you're getting customers. First concept is the cost of acquiring a customer. Recognize that you pay. Why do you advertise? To get new customers in your store. That's a customer acquisition cost. Your location, if you've got a great location, that's a customer acquisition cost. Let's just recognize that you pay, that there is a cost. That's the first concept. The second concept is the rule of reciprocity. And the rule of reciprocity simply says, givers get. And when you give someone a gift certificate, they feel a need to give back. So when you give somebody something, you get a shot at their business. Third key concept is break even on the first sale to break the bank on the back end. I see this all the time. People get too caught up with making sure they make the margin on every transaction. And I'm suggesting to you that you can give up a little bit on that first sale because you're going to get people, you're going to acquire a customer. And so you're not going to make that money on the first sale. You're going to break even or do a little better on the first sale, and you're going to break the bank on the back end when people keep coming back in again and again and again and again. So you're not making money on the first transaction, but you're sure making money on all the subsequent transactions. And finally, the fourth key concept is lifetime value of a customer. Lifetime value of a customer can be defined as the total amount of dollars that someone's going to spend with you in their lifetime. So what we have here is a different approach. You can't buy your way into it anymore. I guess you can if you have unlimited resources. But I am suggesting that with gift certificates, you can give your way into success. You see, what you're doing is you're recognizing that you have to pay, and you give somebody a gift, and they're going to reciprocate and come in, and you're not going to make that money on the first sale, but you're going to get them as a customer. And once you get them as a customer, I'm going to assume you're going to do a great job, and you're going to get them back again and again and again, and you're going to make the money in the lifetime value. So those are the key concepts. Now, I love gift certificates because the only time you actually pay to get a new customer, to acquire a new customer, is when people come into your store. If they don't come into your store, if they don't use the gift certificate, You're not out any money like you are with advertising. You're out a third of a piece of paper. You're out a scrap of paper. So it's very, very accountable as a customer acquisition tool. Now, let's stop for a second because I see this mistake made often. People give away, say, 100 $500 gift certificates, and they get real freaky. They get really afraid. They say to me, Bob, I'm giving away $500 worth of gift certificates. And I immediately correct them and say, you're not giving away $500 of gift certificates. You're giving away 100 pieces of paper. It's not worth anything till people come into your store, and then you have an opportunity to earn their business. Do you see how slick that is? You know, why are they so very, very effective? The first reason is the quality of the gesture. You know, the difference between a coupon and a gift certificate is the difference between night and day. A gift certificate is a coupon on steroids. So when you give somebody a gift, wow, they notice, they pay attention. It really, really is wonderful, and it puts the rule of reciprocity into play. So here's a couple of key questions that people ask about gift certificates. Number one, how much should my gift certificate be for? What's the right denomination? And although there's no real correct answer, I want to suggest to you that you look at it this way. The amount of the gift certificate should be such that when they're averaged out, the average sale represents a break even. I know you're going, well, huh? What's he talking about? Let's do the math quickly. So if your average sale is, say, $20 and your cost of goods is 50%, that means you have $10 worth of merchandise, your cost, into every $20 sale. As long as when you got all the gift certificates in and you added up the total sales that were associated with those gift certificates, as long as that stayed at $20, you are acquiring new customers at a break even. And I would hope that you would say, please give me as many customers as I can possibly get in the shortest amount of time at a break even, because you know that when they come into your store, you're going to do a great job. You're going to get them back again and again and again, and you're going to have a robust lifetime value of a customer. Second key or common question that gets asked is, how much fine print should I put on my gift certificate? And the answer to that is as little as possible. But now I want you to really pay attention here. I want to drive this point home. Because if you don't do this, you're going to get burned. You have to have one line of fine print that says, please, only one gift certificate per person. If you don't do that, sooner or later, somebody's going to gather up a whole bunch of gift certificates. Let's say you're giving away $10 gift certificates. They're going to come into your store, and they're going to, come in with $10 gift certificates and expect it to be treated as $100. Not what you want. You don't want to give away the store. Third common question is, isn't somebody going to take advantage of me? Isn't somebody going to screw me? And the answer is, of course they are. If you give away a $10 gift certificate, some little old man is going to walk around your store with a calculator, get to $9.99 and ask for a penny back. There's a couple things to think about when you think about that scenario. First of all, let it go. Let it go. Understand that if you're doing business the right way, your gifts are going to attract the right people. So it's a matter of perspective. Sure, those people annoy you to no end, but that's okay. Let it go. Look at the numbers. As long as the numbers are all working out, you're good to go, aren't you? As long as that, in my scenario, the $20 average sale, as long as that $20 is holding up and you're getting great new customers in your store, you should be happy. Also understand that people are tire kickers. Let me give you an example. Let's say you own a sewing center and a sewer gets a hold of your gift certificate. If a sewer gets a gift certificate to a sewing center, it's like burning a hole in somebody's pocket. They have to come in. They have to use it. And they may not need anything that particular day, but they're in your store. They're checking you out. They're thinking about you. And if you give them a great experience, they may come back in a month or two or a year and spend $10,000 on a machine. Is that worth it? I hope you're saying yes. And I also want you to think about it this way if you're still feeling a little nervous about it. Let's say you gave away 10 $10 gift certificates and 7 of them. People came in, they spent $9.99. They were rude to your staff. They never came back. Oh my gosh, it was just a disaster. 7 were a disaster. 2 people came in, and they came in 3 or 4 or 5 times. They spent a couple $100, so they were worth having as a customer. But, they're not really, in your core. But one person came in your store and became that whale, that $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 customer. I'd ask you, is that $100 worth of gift certificates worth your distribution? And again, I hope you say yes. So here's a couple of very, very simple, and there's many, many, many ways that you can use gift certificates, but on the most basic level, when you're talking to somebody says to you, what do you do? And you say, hi, I'm Bob. I own Bob's Bike Shop. And they say, well, I've been thinking about getting a new bicycle. Wham! Right? They get a gift certificate. So always carry around gift certificates. Give them to your staff. Distribute them in the course of regular conversation. You can also give them away at networking events, at your Chamber of Commerce events. You can give them away at consumer shows. So for instance, we had a client who had a sewing center, and she went to a quilt show, right? Her best prospects are at this show. Costs $8 to get into the show. Everybody who came in the booth, Sally gave them an $8 gift certificate and said, let me buy your way into the show. $8 admission, $8 gift certificate. Of course, the gift certificate had to be used in her store. 20% of the gift certificates given away at the quilt show were redeemed in her store. Her hottest prospects, 20%. That's huge. That's great. You can also do a partner pack where you and several other high quality businesses all pool your gift certificates, put it in a pack, and all of you give them to your new customers. So essentially what you're doing is sharing customers. You can have another business endorse your business and send a gift certificate. You can have a nonprofit organization give away your gift certificates, and when their members come into your store, their members will save a couple bucks with the gift certificate, and then you give a percentage of the sale back to the nonprofit. So do you see, you can use gift certificates so many different ways. And even if you don't have a penny in the bank right now, a gift certificate is a wonderful tool that you can use to get new customers.